Okay, so have they like started the classes for you at school? Have they started classes for you at school?
No, ma'am.
Okay, all right. So far we have completed almost like 2 lessons, Leshita. What you can do is to cover up that, you can just go through my lectures, okay, and the lectures will make you understand. And also, there are few tests. Maybe you can just attend those tests. It would have been locked by now, but I guess your question paper will be like available. So you can go through the lectures, and also after every lesson, I'll upload my notes, my resources notes. I'll just upload it in the Wise app, so you can refer that also. And during class, I don't want any of you to take notes. After I finish like a topic, I'll give you time to write. Okay, at that time you can write and ask me doubts. That's how the session works. All right. And also after the teaching hours, also if you have any doubt, you can feel free to like text me on WhatsApp. So you can just save my number on WhatsApp. All right. And I will be giving homework for every class, which you have to write it in your notebook and send me a picture of it. Okay. In case you're not able to write, I want you to give me a proper explanation. And then, yeah, I'm not, and I don't scold you for anything. Okay. So I'm not this scolding type at all. Okay. So if there's anything, you can feel free to like tell me. All right. All right, guys. So I've already given test for all of you all. You can mute yourself, Yashita. Okay, so I've given a test for all of you all. So before telling who is first, second, and third, let us just first discuss all the answers. So since Leshita wasn't there in our class, other than her, I want all of you all to answer. So the order will be Anubhav, Kritvik, Varshit. That will how the order will go. Okay, so I want you to please answer the question one by one, and I'm asking. Okay, can we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hmm. Just a minute, please. Okay, starting with the question. The digestive tract and the associated glands together constitute the dash. The digestive tract and the associated glands together constitute the dash. And above.
Ma'am, I think digestive system.
Okay, all right, very good. So this is the digestive system. The digestive system constitutes the tract and the glands. Okay. Next question.
Okay, ma'am.
What is ingestion? Kritvik, what is ingestion?
Ma'am, it's taking in food into our body.
Very good. So it's basically taking enough food into your body. And the third question. The first set of teeth is called as milk teeth, temporary teeth, both A and B, or permanent teeth.
Ma'am, milk teeth, ma'am.
Milk teeth. Okay. Anubhav, is Varshit's answer correct?
Ma'am, I think it will be both A and B.
Exactly. It will be both A and B. Okay, Varshit, because milk teeth is also known as temporary teeth. What is the meaning of milk teeth? Means it will be there only for some period of time. What is temporary teeth? The same. It will be only for some period of time. And then only it will fall off and grow into a permanent teeth. So the answer is both A and B. All right. Okay. Anubhav, an adult human has how many teeth?
Ma'am, an adult human has 32 teeth.
Okay, it's actually 32 only, but it's incorrect for you because I've already mentioned for the last test itself. Don't give me sentence type answers. Just write the answer alone. If you give me sentence type answers, then your mark will get deducted. Okay, so you have written there are 32
Sorry,
teeth.
ma'am.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So 32 is the correct answer, but I'll just give you a score for that. So that's fine. Next, next person. Cellulose in the plant food can be digested by Pigeons,
Oh.
cats, cows, or bears?
Ma'am, cows.
Cows, very good. Because cows are? Because cows are?
Uh,
Starts with R.
ma'am,
Cows are
ma'am,
called?
cows are mm,
Starts with R.
mm,
Sarshit, try. Harshit,
ma'am, ruminants, no?
ruminants, very good. So cows are ruminants, so they can easily digest cellulose. All right. Next, humans cannot digest cellulose like cattle. Why? Why, Varshit? Is it because they have a smaller stomach, or is it because they do not have the bacteria to digest cellulose in the stomach, or is it because they do not consume cellulose, or is it because they have less digesting capacity than ruminants?
Ma'am, I think they do not have bacteria.
Very good. It's because they do not have a bacteria that is present as similar to that of the ruminants. Okay, all right. Next question for the next person. The teeth that is placed at the end of the buccal cavity and it helps in the chewing of the food is called dash.
Ma'am, premolar.
Premolar. Okay. Kritvik, is his answer correct?
Ma'am, is it molar?
It's molar. Okay, because only molar is at the end. Because after the molar only comes the premolar. So it's not basically the end. Okay, the end most is the molar. All right, Anubhav.
Okay, ma'am.
Because I know both the functions are same, but the location matters. All right. Next question for Kritvik. Human beings have how many sets of teeth in their lifetime?
Mm, ma'am, 2 sets of teeth.
2 sets of teeth, where Anubhav has written 4 sets of teeth. How is it 4 sets, Anubhav? Can you tell me?
Ma'am, I think that its answer will be incisor, canines, molars, and premolars. So
That
I've
is
written
types of
4 sets.
teeth. There's a difference. Okay, that is called types. These are called sets. Okay, so what are the 2 sets of teeth?
Ma'am, milk teeth and permanent teeth.
Very good. Okay. Varshit, fat is completely digested in the dash, the intestine, stomach, mouth, or food pipe.
Ma'am, intestine.
Intestine, very good. Because those two are the regions where full water, nutrients, everything are absorbed, both in small and large intestine. All right. Next question. The food passes through a continuous canal which begins at the buccal cavity and it ends at the
Ma'am, anus.
anus. Very good. Because where you know very well where the elementary era starts and ends. Next question. The rearing of silkworm to gather silk is known as dash.
Ma'am, ma'am, cocoon.
Cocoon. I'll just give you the options. The next person can answer. Okay. Pisciculture, horticulture, cocoon, sericulture.
Mm, can you repeat the options, ma'am?
Pisciculture, horticulture, cocoon, sericulture.
Ma'am, I think option D, ma'am.
Option D, which is sericulture.
Yes, ma'am.
Then why didn't you click that option?
What, ma'am?
Then why didn't you click that option? Everybody has put cocoon. It's not cocoon. I've already showed you the video also. Like different videos I showed you. In all the videos, they clearly told it's sericulture. Sericulture is the answer. So please note it down in your notebook. All right. The video is not only for entertainment purpose. It's also for taking notes. All right. Because while video is going on, I won't pause the video for you to write the notes. You should continuously write the notes while listening to the video at the same time. All right. So sericulture is the answer because cocoon, what is cocoon? Cocoon is one of the stage of the silkworm. It is not the rearing of silkworm. That is not the process's name. It's like you're telling cocoon, like what do you say? If I'm asking you, what is the process of removing the seeds from the cotton and combing it? What is the name of it? Any of you on this answer? Removing of seeds and combing of the cotton is called what?
Ma'am, Guinea.
Ginning. Okay, that is how you should answer. If I give you option ginning, cotton ball, if you click cotton ball, is it correct? Wrong, right? Like that only your answer is. You click cocoon. Okay, sericulture will be the answer. Please note it down and don't forget it. Okay. Next question for Anubhav. What leaf is fed to the silkworm to obtain silk?
Ma'am, is it mulberry leaves?
Very good, mulberry leaves. Next question. Example of animal fiber is cotton, wool, jute, or nylon. Prithvik.
Ma'am, wood.
Wool. Very good. You get it from the sheep, goat, and everything, which is an animal. Next question. The flap that prevents food from entering larynx is called
Ma'am, epidermis.
epidermis.
Epiglottis.
Epiglottis. Very good. Next person. The legs of the amoeba are called as
Ma'am, pseudopodia.
pseudopodia. Very good. Last question. The small intestine is how many meters long?
Ma'am, 7.5.
7.5. Excellent. Okay. So since one of the typing, I think it's one of the typing errors of Anubhav, so he will be scored. Just note your score, okay? Whenever I'm calling your names, Anubhav, your score is 13 out of 16, which is very good. Okay, 13 out of 16. Note it down.
Okay, ma'am.
Prithvik, what all you got wrong? The digestive. Okay. Both A and B got on milk teeth. Okay. 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 Okay, mulberry leaf, you've got it correct. So one extra. Krithvik, your mark is 12. Again, very good.
Ma'am,
12. 12 out of 16. Okay. And Varshit's score is everybody first question I've written elementary canon only. Why? What happened? Even Krithvik wrote elementary canon, even Varshit wrote elementary canon. Only Anubhav wrote digestive system. Milk teeth. One. Two. Even Varshit, you've also got 12. Okay, very good, all of yours. The first rank goes to Anubhav and the second rank goes to Krithvik and Varshit. Okay, I want you to guys to do better. And also, Varshit, I'm just giving you one score because you've written false feet for amoeba, which is also right, but try to use more of scientific terms. Okay.
okay.
Okay, very good class. Now checking off the homework. First, starting with the Varshit's homework. Explain the life cycle of silkworm. In the first stage, the mother moth lays eggs, and then the caterpillar or larva hatches from the eggs, and then the larva feeds on mulberry leaves, and it gives rise to what is that?
Ma'am,
It's pupa. Yeah, so change it. PUPA. In the pupa stage, the leaves is needed around by the silkworm to hold itself. After that, it swings its head, spinning a fiber made of protein and becomes a silk fiber. Then it makes a hole and flies out as an adult moth. Okay, very good. Just change the spelling alone. Name two synthetic fibers. That's fine. How is cotton? When cotton grows 1 meter height. The plant grows into cream colored flowers. Often the flowers are a pollinated fruit grows and also known as cotton balls. After this, the cotton is picked and the cotton seeds are separated by the process called ginning. The fibers are made into thread and woven. Okay, very good. Okay, very good, Varshit. Next, going to Anubhav's homework. The life cycle of mulberry silkworm completes in 45 to 55 days, consists of stages egg, larva, pupa, and moth. Egg stage is lasting from 9 to 10 days. Larva stage is 24 to 28 days, pupa 19 days, and moth. Okay, fine. Name to synthetic fiber, active like appendix, all right. So how is cotton extracted? Machines called cotton. Machines called cotton. Is that what you have written, Anubhav?
No, ma'am, it has a mistake. Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, change that. I
Okay,
used
ma'am.
to remove the balls of the cotton from the stalk. These machines are rotating spindles proceed from. Okay, so as Varshit has mentioned, I want you to write also about ginning. So more than using like machines, you can write, but I want you to also write about hand picking because machines are not the only thing that we rely on, right? So you don't use machines for first of all picking. I think I cleared this to you about tea plantation example. I don't know if it was you or someone else. So we don't use machines for picking the cotton. We only use it for ginning maybe. For picking, it's completely done using your hands. Like in tea plantations and all, you go pick the tea leaves, right? You don't use machines to pick the leaves. Similarly, here you use only your hands. So I want you to write that additionally. All right.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now going to Ritwik. Um, the first stage of a silk moth is a silkworm. First, you need is enough and it will grow into thread and it will okay, very good. It was very athletic and splendid. How is cotton plants there a fluffy like ball known as the cotton ball. We pick up the ball and then start with the process on a spinning after it is spun. Okay, very good, Pratik. And only Varshit had did the activity that I told. Why? What happened to Anubhav and Pratik? Why you guys didn't do it? Only Varshit did the weaving experiment and he sent it to me. Why didn't the rest of y'all do it? Can I know the reasons, please? Kritvik and Anubhav, I want answers, please. Class, you know that I don't scold you all, right? You just give me a reason, that's enough for me. Tell me why you guys didn't do it. Kritvik, come on. What's your excuse, Kritvik?
Ma'am, I did those two questions, right?
Why didn't you do the experiment? I told you to do the weaving experiment. Were you there last class?
Oh, no, ma'am. I learned the recording session.
Okay, you weren't there. Alright, fine. What about you, Anubhav? You were there, right? You and Varshit was there.
Ma'am, I think that you told the hand system by picking the cotton. So can I write the machine system?
No, that's fine. The experiment that I gave you was I want you to do the weaving process, no? The weaving process with the help of paper. Did I give you that experiment? I gave you guys that experiment, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then why did you do that? Because I'm confused, I'm just asking, was the homework given to y'all to do the weaving experiment? Did I give you a homework about a weaving experiment?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, why didn't you do it? Anubhav. I get annoyed, I get angry only when you guys don't talk. Now Kritvik told he was not present, okay, and then scolded me because he told he saw the recording. Even by looking at the recording, he could have done the experiment. But it's fine. Just tell me why you didn't do it. You forgot.
Yes, ma'am.
That's it. Why can't you just open your mouth and say that? Okay, next time try to do it. Okay. All right. Going back to the class. Okay, now we're gonna see about the last part of fiber to fabric. Okay. Leshita, you can just look at my old lecturings and you can like catch up. Okay. So since I'm taking a new topic now, you will probably understand. It's nothing out of topic. I'll show you the screen, guys. I hope my screen's visible to all of you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, this is the experiment that I gave you all, and only one person in the class did it. All right. So the last part of what we're going to learn is we learned about yarn to fiber. Just a minute, class. I'm confused with what, because two lessons, both of you are learning the same. Jute will. Okay, this is what you guys have been learning. We just started with fiber to fabric, no? Okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
okay, fine. I've been confused with sixth grade because I'm taking the same class for sixth grade. Okay, so we saw about wool in our last class and we saw what are the examples and everything. All right, now we're going to see about animals. What is the meaning of yield? Can any of you tell me? What is the meaning of this word? What is the meaning of yield?
Ma'am, is it farming of the wool?
Not exactly farming, but good
Ma'am,
try.
producing.
Exactly. So yield means producing. Okay, so now we're going to see what are the animals that produce wool for y'all. Okay, so several breeds of sheep, they are found in different parts of the country. However, the fleece of the sheep is not like the only source, which we very much know. We know what are the other animals. What are the other animals other than sheep we get wool from?
Ma'am, yak.
Yeah, very good then.
Ma'am, some types of mountain goats.
Very good. Some type of goats. Okay, so these are like many other sources that we get wool from. Okay, sometimes they even take wool from rabbits also. Wild rabbits also they take wool from. Okay, so this fleece of sheep is not the only source of wool, though wool is commonly available in the market. That is normally sheep wool. Okay, so wool is common. So where and all you can find them most of the time? You can find them in Ladakh of India, and you can also find in Tibet. You can find them in Jammu and Kashmir. So these are some of the places where you can find them in. Okay. So wool is also obtained from goat hair. So under like in Kashmiri goat and all, they have very soft hair, which is used for as wool. So it is woven into shawls and all. So there is a shawl called, there's a product that you get. So normally the products are used for winter, right? Winter products is what you get from these wools, right? You wear wool for summer. So an example of one of the winter product is pashmina shawls. You would have seen them. Maybe you can even, maybe one of your mothers will also have it. You can ask your mom what is pashmina shawl. I'll show you the image of it. See, these are called pashmina shawls. Can you see the thick shawls? They're very, very thick shawls. Okay. So these are normally the shawls that you like get from these kind of goats. All right. So pashmina shawl, where particularly you get from is you get from the goats that's in Jammu and Kashmir. Why only them? Because they have soft hair. All right, under the fur. All right. So these are some of the few examples of the wool yielding animals. So now we're going to see how, now we very much know that the fiber of the cotton is obtained from the cotton ball. So fiber is spun into cotton threads. Similarly for jute, the fiber is obtained from the stem. So now we're going to see what is the fiber or how is the fiber obtained from the wool. Okay, so for obtaining wool, what the sheeps are done is they are reared. Okay, sheeps or any other animal, okay, that produces a wool, they are first reared. Now, what is the meaning of reared?
Ma'am, not mostly found, ma'am. Very.
No, that is a rare. This is a rare. Two different words. They are homophones. What is the meaning of this?
I think cutting their hair.
Exactly. We're gonna like shave or cut their hair, okay? So shaving or cutting is called rearing. Okay, so the hair is cut and then it is processed into wool. Okay, so the hair here is the raw source. What is the raw source of cotton? Cotton ball. What is the raw source of jute?
Ma'am, jute stem.
Jute stem, exactly. So here the raw source is the hair. Okay, from hair only they will they'll get the fiber and then which they will process it into wool. Okay, so now we're going to see how this whole rearing and the breeding of sheep and all is done. Okay, so if you go to like Jammu and Kashmir or any very cold regions, Himachal Pradesh or be it Uttarakhand or Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, or be it Punjab, Gujarat, in those regions and all, you can say there's a lot of like shepherds. Okay, you know who's a shepherd? Who's a shepherd? Who is a shepherd?
Ma'am, who watches after all the sheep?
Exactly. So the people who watch after the sheep or grow their cattle or lead their cattle are called as shepherds. Okay. So what these shepherds do is they just take their herds of sheep. Okay, take their group of sheep. So the group of sheep is called herd. Okay. So sheep's basically herd. Okay. So they take their herd of sheep for grazing. Okay, so this herd is taken for grazing. Another new word. What is grazing?
Ma'am, feeding it?
Feeding on.
Very good. So feeding of grass. Okay. So they just let them graze on the grass regions and all. Okay. So you know that sheep are herbivores and obviously they will eat grass and leaves. So apart from grazing them and then rearing is also done. And then apart from grazing sheep, rearers also feed them on a mixture of pulses. So grazing, it means only grass. Okay. Grazing means grass, eating grass. Okay. So in additional to this, they also feed them with pulses, then corn, um, oil cakes. Oil cakes are nothing but oil cakes are nothing but they just oil seeds. From oil seeds they take the oil, no? So there'll be some left out residue or material, that is only oil cakes. Okay. So they give pulses, corn, oil cakes, jowar is like one of the crop yield. Okay. Jowar, like barley and all that. Okay. So and also they provide them with minerals. Okay. So you know that if they give all these healthy items only, you will get a healthy wool, similar to mulberry leaves. You know, if you feed the silkworms mulberry leaves only, you get proper silk, healthy silk. Okay. Similarly, if you feed these only, you will get a healthy wool. All right. So what happens after you feed all of them? In winter, sheep are kept indoor and then they feed on the leaves, grains, and all that. Okay. So summer they let them out and they let them graze, like grazing. Grazing can be done only during summer. Okay. In winter, normally they are locked up. Okay, so they're normally locked up, and then all the stored food, all the stored leaves, grains, and all, they make them eat. Okay, so sheeps are reared in many part of the country for wolf. Okay, so the quality, the texture of all the fiber that you get from them is also depends completely on the food that they eat. Okay, some breeds, you know that, you know what is the meaning of breed, right? What is the meaning of breed? Some breeds. What is the meaning of breed? New student, I'm still getting used to your name. Can you try what is the meaning of breed? I want you also to interact with the rest of the guys. Hello, class. I'll fall asleep if I'm only answering and teaching. I'll literally fall asleep. Please keep me active. Keep answering. What is the
Ma'am,
meaning of breed? Tell me, tell me.
ma'am, I think the animals one or the pet the sheep.
Okay. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Ma'am, ma'am, a guarding animal which takes.
Okay. Have you heard different breeds of dogs?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
German Shepherd, Chihuahua, Rajapaliyam, Pomeranian. There are so many breeds. What is the meaning of this breed?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
type.
I think types of dogs.
Types, exactly. That is the word I want. So breed is completely depending on your type, depending on the genetics, on the genes. They will have different qualities. Okay, but you know how a German Shepherd is, how majestic, how big, how scary and wild it looks. But at the same time, look at a Pomeranian. Looks so tiny and fluffy and cute. Okay, so you can see the complete drastic. But they both are dogs. But the breed is different. Similarly, there are different breeds for sheeps also. Depending on the breed, their characteristics, their looks and appearances, everything will change. Okay, so some breeds of sheep, they have some thick coat of hair on their body. which will give you a good quality and large quantity of wool, whereas some will have, will have very little amount of like wool, and they'll provide very little amount of quality wool. Okay. So these kind of, they will not just randomly take any sheep. They will not like not care about good quality or bad quality. Okay, I have a sheep, I don't care, I just want wool. That's not what they do. They only take the sheeps of good quality and healthy sheeps, because they want healthy wool. Okay. So they choose the breeding depending on which one will have thick coat of hair, so they can have a good quality of wool. So particularly selecting the the breed depending on what kind of quality or what kind of wool you want is known as selective breeding or selective bred. So what they will do is they'll breed the animals depending on the quality they want. Obviously, if they feed all this properly, you will get a healthy sheep. If they don't feed all this, you'll get a weak sheep. So they will grow in a proper temperature, proper guidance, proper feeding to selectively get these characteristics. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so this is known as selective breeding. All right. So they are selectively bred. All right. So once the red sheep have been developed a thick growth of hair is then shaved off for getting wool. That shaving is nothing but rearing of wool. All right. Am I clear? You can note it down. Take notes and ask me if you have any doubt.
Ma'am, completed.
Okay, once everyone's complete, please tell your name and tell me if you're done.
Ma'am, Varshit complete.
Okay.
Ma'am, done. Ma'am, Anubhav.
Okay. What about Krithvik and
Yes.
the girl? Krithvik, you done?
Oh, ma'am, almost.
Sorry.
Ma'am, done. Krithvik.
Okay. What about the new girl? Are you done?
No, ma'am.
Okay, take your time. Tell me if you're done.
Ma'am, done.
All right. So going back to our lesson. Now we're going to see the step by step how is this whole process done. Okay. So one of your questions will be this will be one of your homework. How is rearing of sheep done? I don't want you to just simply write like the best one is like bread is selected and then this hair is cut off. I don't want the same story that I told in class. I want you to Google, understand it, and I want you to write it in your own words. All right. Okay. So now we're going to see how the processing is done. Now we saw already fiber to wool, how it we get basically. So the fiber here, the raw material is hair. Also we saw. So this is how fiber to wool we get. Now we're going to see how the processing is done. Now, similar to cotton example, I'm telling, you have collected all the cotton. You have done all the ginning. Okay, but now how will you process it? How will you stitch it? Okay, so step by step, I'll note it down. So just listen carefully. So first step, what you do is the fleece of the sheep. You know what is the fleece? Right? What is the fleece?
Ma'am, the hairs of the sheep.
From the hair.
Hair, exactly. So the fleece of the sheep along with the thin layer of the skin. So fleece plus thin skin layer. Both of them is removed from the body. From the body. Okay, this process of removing the thin layer of skin along with the fleece is known as shearing. SHEARING, shearing. Okay. So machines and all sometimes are used. Okay, so machines similar to those that is used by barbers. So what do the barbers do? They have trimmers, right? To shave your hair. They have trimmers and scissors. No, similarly, here they have trimmers to trim the hair and remove the hair of the wool. Okay, but the barbers, they are used to shave off hair. Usually, hair is removed during the hot. So no, normally when does this sharing occur? During hot season. Normally it occurs at the season. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't do in winter, but normally it occurs during the hot season. Okay, why are they doing it in the hot season? Because this will enable the sheep to survive without the protective coat layer. Because in the winter, if they remove, what is the whole purpose of the furry hair? Why aren't our street dogs in our near our neighborhood, why are they not more fluffy? But why are the dogs in cold regions very fluffy? Tell me why.
Ma'am, to make them feel hot, ma'am.
To keep them
That
warm,
weather.
basically, to
Yes.
keep them warm. Yeah, so if you remove their skin and their wool during the winter, they will die, right? They won't be able to survive. That is why they're doing it in the hot season. All right, so the hair provide woolen fibers. Okay, this hair only will provide you with woolen fiber. Okay, so woolen fibers, so this from this fleece you're getting woolen fiber. All right, so this woolen fiber is then processed and they are converted into woolen yarn. All right, so sharing will not hurt the sheep because it's just removing. For example, you're taking a cat, you're just cutting its fur. Does that hurt the cat? No, it's just a hair. They cut your hair, does it hurt for you? No, it's just a part of your body. It's just a hair, it's a dead cell. Similarly, sharing does not hurt the sheep, just as it does not hurt when you get a haircut. Okay, so the uppermost layer of the skin, then you can ask why then removing skin, then that should hurt. No, but it will not, because the uppermost skin of these animals, they are dead cells. You know what is a dead cell? Anybody knows what is a dead cell? Yes or no? Quickly.
Ma'am, a cell which doesn't work anymore, ma'am. It doesn't have the hemoglobin.
Okay, right. Very good. Okay, anybody else of you, can you give me examples of dead cells in your body? Is there dead cells in your body now? Yes or no? Are the dead
Ma'am,
cells in our body now?
yes, ma'am.
Where?
Ma'am,
Any part? Can you tell me any part of our body which is useless now?
ma'am, hair is useless.
Hair, exactly. So hair, doesn't do any function. It's just stuck to your head, right? Even nails. What does the nails do? Nothing. So your nails and your hair are the only dead cells in your body. The more they grow, you just keep cutting them. Okay. Similarly, the first layer of the skin and the fleece of the sheep or goat or any other wool-bearing, animals, their cells are dead. So the hair of the sheep, once you shave it, it will grow again, just like how your hair will grow. Okay, so now another step is second step is after the skin, everything is shed along with the hair, and what they will do is they'll completely wash it. Okay, for removing all the dusted dirt and all that. Okay, so washing of skin and fleece. Okay, how they will do this? How they do this? Inside tanks. They'll put them inside tanks and then they'll clean it. Okay. So your question is, before that, wait. This process of cleaning them inside tanks is known as scoring. Now your question is, why is scoring required? Okay, so this scoring is done. I've already told you, I'll not repeat again. Find your answer. Okay, so nowadays they do scoring with the help of machines. Okay, they do it in tanks, or they do it in big machines are there for doing the scoring. Okay, so this is your second step. We will look at the remaining steps. We all have almost like 6 steps totally. Yeah, so we look at that in next class. You can note your homework. Yeah, you can note your homework and you can make the notes and tell me when you're done. Any of you had any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Make note of it. Make note of the homework, and I don't want this time any excuse. All of you all should do your homework and show it to me.
Done, ma'am.
Okay.
Done, ma'am.
Okay. What about the remaining 2?
I'm done.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay, very good. All right. So just 3 questions for your homework. Did you guys have any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Is all
No,
clear,
ma'am.
right? All right. Fine. Then I'll see you guys in next class. Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye.